Welcome back to RPG Pals Club. Due to inconvenient bullshit weather from
Inclement.
the bullshit weather.
From the sky.
The bullshit weather gods.
You mispronounced inclement.
Inclement.
Uncle Mitt.
Uncle Minnie.
Your inner climate.
The Uncle Mitt.
Due to bad weather, we had a last-minute scheduling change. So instead of getting the Battle of the Bands started tonight, we're going to do another Animal Crossing two-parter to get us through, and then hopefully we will get back to that Battle of the Bands when you don't have cold weather where there's not supposed to be cold weather.
What are they going to get to the fireworks factory?
Who is the Poochie of the show?
You know who I want to say, though. Is that racist?
Yeah, right?
For dog people?
For dog people?
Oh,
Is Poochie a dog boy of sorts or just a dog boy?
you know, we don't have Sahoni here to answer that question.
All right, so put a pin in it. We will ask.
I did just remember. I also have a hack that I accidentally made called Animal Binding, where it is a cross between Conan, like the Conan Barbarian stuff, and also Animal Crossing. I don't know, that's more of an interest to y'all.
I thought you were going to say Binding of Isaac and Animal Crossing.
No.
It's Animal Crossing, but also you're in your mother's womb?
Yeah. This is Luke, by the way, your Gape Master. We're having some fun jazz tonight.
Yeah, we're jazzing it up.
Jazz?
With
Full of jazz.
all of us, and one of us is me. And that's Sam. I've got a cat in my lap, and that's the energy I have for this episode.
What kind of vibe we are working with. Hi, I'm Madison. I'm also vibing. I don't know what else to say. This is an interesting intro.
I'm Jean, and I'm married.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Woo!
Mazel.
We're merging our 6 months, so I figured I should tell the podcast viewers. Viewers? Yes, the viewers of the podcast.
They watch the audio.
They stare intently at their podcatchers and just with rapt attention.
Which is what you hang over your bed at night to catch the podcast you listen to the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen to podcasts on my TV through the Apple TV regularly, so I don't think it's that funny of a joke.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Oh god, your culture.
I didn't know you were the audience we were speaking about.
I'm Eric, aka Rhythm Bastard, and if you didn't want people doing Fortnite dances and playing Green Day jams when you die, then maybe not be a ginormous piece of shit.
What? I feel like I missed a very important death.
Oh, Rush Limbaugh died.
Oh,
Yeah,
congratulations!
so
Crab
I'm
rave.
going to edit in like just a mashup of Fuck Off and Die by Green Day. Haha, You're Dead by Green Day. Dead by My Chemical Romance. They're all going to be like micro edits. So like we'd still be within, outside of legal trouble. But I'm going to throw them in there.
Yeah, less than 3 seconds. That's all you get.
Crab rave.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, we could do this weirder Conan system that I made because I was really confused about the Quest Company because they both have a Conan the Barbarian RPG called Binding, but they also have an Animal Crossing RPG series.
Oh.
And I was confused.
So are we like buff Animal Crossing people? Are we all the sport people?
Yeah.
Theoretically. I mean, if we wanted to do animal binding.
Hold on, I have to look up the animal version.
Oh.
The sporty Animal Crossing animals to pick up.
Anything your heart desires.
Oh, I think there's a hamster. The jock. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, so do we want to do animal binding as a brand new thing we have not done before?
I would rather do Animal Crossing.
That checks
Fair
out.
enough.
We don't want to go that deep in the jazz pool quite yet. We're not prepared for that.
Pool full of jazz.
Oh, you said jazz pool.
Yes.
For those of y'all who have done these before, I mean, you know how weird these get.
But
so.
that's not me. I'm never in a weird game.
I haven't done one.
And you haven't listened to the ones that I've done, Sam?
I have listened to one
I have that.
of them. Yes.
Fair enough.
Oh no, have I been the only one subjected to majority of these?
Yeah.
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 Oh no, I know all too well.
I mean, is it time to retire Tent? Does Tent get to avoid...
Does Tent finally manage to escape a horrid thing? Probably. I am looking up
All
names right now.
All right, so the first thing that I'm going to need from all of y'all is, and I'm quickly making my own reference sheet right now, because like I said, we are doing this all fun time, last minute.
Yeah.
Oh, no problem. So up first is going to be the personality, which is a choice between cranky, jock, lazy, normal, peppy, sisterly, smug, or snooty. And theoretically, there's some gender stuff, but really they've been accidentally ignoring that for a while, so whatever you want to do.
Shall we go in order as per the...
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'll do Smug.
Ooh.
Smug. That's a good one.
So, Matt, do you want to recreate the characters we played in the first Animal Crossing game?
No, we can make new ones.
We can make totally
We can
new
make
ones.
new ones.
You know what? I'll take cranky. I want to be cranky.
Valid.
I was going to go with lazy, but I think I'm going to go with sisterly.
All right.
I'm blunt, straightforward, tomboyish, and sometimes rude. But I'm caring.
AKA Uchi. And Eric.
And I am going to be... Was Cool one of them? Or was that the Pocket Camp I'm thinking of?
I think that's Pocket Camp.
You're thinking of Pocket Camp.
Okay.
Well, and cool is a style,
All right,
not
okay.
a personality.
I'm going to be Jock.
All right. So we also then get to pick a style for the character, which is less important, but you know, it's your vibes. Mm-hmm. And those choices are basic, cute, flashy, historical, iconic, modern, official, ornate, rock and roll, or sporty.
We can do this reverse order, Eric, if you want.
All right.
First, Gene.
I'm going to go with historical because, like, at first I thought, I could play JFK from Clone High, but then I was like, well, wait a second. What if it's just like a guy with a gladiator motif?
Very
You
good.
know, that is a hundo valid. So,
That's a historical jock to me.
Yeah.
and Gene.
Is going to be cute. I'm
Cute?
a cute sisterly character.
All right. Madison, what are you feeling?
I'm gonna go with official.
Ooh. And Sam.
I feel like I gotta go with rock and roll.
All right. We then get to pick the animal type for the character. And the choices are alligator, anteater, bear, bird, bull, cat, chicken, cow, cub, deer, dog, duck, eagle, elephant, frog, goat, gorilla, hamster, hippo, horse, kangaroo, koala, lion, monkey, moose, ostrich, octopus, penguin, pig, rabbit, rhino, sheep, squirrel, tiger, or wolf. Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all.
Ooh, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah. And that's, editor's correction. It wasn't moose, it was mouse.
Oh, I also said ostrich and octopus out of order.
Oops.
But if you want to be a moose.
Moose is a type of deer, technically.
Oh,
You can do
yeah.
it. Isn't there one alligator that's also a fucking dragon?
Yeah, he's great.
Draco.
You can do that.
I mean, I've got the ostrich who is also a robot on my island, so.
Very good.
So Sam, what are you thinking about?
I mean, my first reflex is gonna be hippo. So all my faves are hippos.
Fair enough. Madison.
Just for the sake of the name I have thought up, I am going to be a bull.
Ooh. And Jean.
Jean is a hamster.
And Eric.
I am going to be a lion.
All right. So, the next step is going to be picking your number. It's going to be a number between 2 or 5. And the way that it is going to work is whenever you roll a check, you are going to be either rolling for fashion or animal. And you want a high number if you're going to be better at fashion, because anything you roll over your number is going to be a fashion success. Anything you roll under your number is a animal success. So if you pick a high animal like a 5, then anytime you roll 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1, you succeed. But if you'd roll a 6, you would fail.
So if we're on a sliding scale.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I know it's one number and I want it low. I want to roll above for fashion and below for animal.
Correct. I'm just double checking that because it...
Okay.
Yeah, if it's fashion, you want to roll under your number. If it's animal, you want to roll over your number. So lower number is better for animal.
Okay. Got it.
So, Eric, do you know what number you want to go for?
I gotta go with 2 as the jock historical lion.
All right, and Jean.
I'm gonna go with a 4.
And Madison.
So it's the bigger number for
fashion.
fashion. All right, yeah, cool. I will take a 5 then.
Ooh.
All right, and Sam.
I'll take a 4.
Fair enough. All right, so now you get to give your character a name and sort of describe what they look like.
I've decided my colors. I have to look up all the hamsters. They're the perfect animal to have because they're just round mochi balls.
Unless they look angry.
In that case, they're angry mochi balls. Can still be round.
They're like the little boba balls that intentionally get stuck in your straw.
Yeah. The ones that are like 1.5 stuck to each other, and you're like, God.
I'm just trying to think of a pun.
Oh my God, there's so many good hamsters.
It'll all come together.
Well, I mean, you're coming up with your own, so you can just come up with your own vibe.
Yeah. I was just looking
I got
at
it.
facial expressions and outfit choices for hamsters to see what would be the
Fair enough. Well, if someone else is ready to... Sam, do you know what you're going to go for?
Yeah. So my name is HippCatt, but the hip is with 2 P's.
And the cat with 2 T's?
Yes. And got myself a little pompadour, sort of windbreaker, zipped halfway down. Mm-hmm. And I've got sunglasses and chill vibes.
Fair enough. What color?
What color? Mm-hmm. Purple.
Fair enough.
Deep purple. Yeah.
I'll be drawing these later, so.
Thank you.
And Madison, what is your idea for this bowl you got? This cranky official bowl.
This cranky official bull. So his name is Beefbig Stromboli, attorney at law.
Attorney at law.
Attorney at law. He is a large bull, dressed in a proper suit. His hair is Beefbig Stromboli, like the dish, like
The food item.
Food?
yeah, like the food.
Stromboli.
So it looks like a weird toupee.
Yeah, so it is my hair is slicked back, I'm very official looking. I am an attorney. I have a suitcase. That's where I keep all of my items. Yes, that is it. It's very important that you include attorney at law.
Attorney at
I didn't
law.
go to Animal Crossing lawyer school for 8 years for nothing.
I went to beep school.
Doesn't Isabel have like 11 degrees in canon or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, Isabel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, my name is WiggleZ, the hamster. And I'm wearing overall, like, cute frill dress, but with shorts on. I have little sneaks. And I think I have a little flower clip. And I am light blue with a dark blue belly.
Wonderful.
Oh, and I have big rosy cheeks. That's also very important.
And Eric, what about our jock historical lion?
I am calling him Chaddius. He is an earth tone color lion, and he is currently dressed like pretty much every ripped guy from 2008 and dressed like one of the Spartans from 300, but doesn't really appreciate the fascist overtones of that movie.
And you said Chaddius?
Chaddius, yes.
So Chad, but then another D-I-U-S?
Yes. Chaddius.
I feel like I should add a Z to the end of my name.
WiggleZ.
Yeah, so it's WiggleZ with a Z.
We have such an incredibly strong names here.
Also, it's a capital Z.
Roger Nintendo can't stop us from this wonderful world that we are creating to destroy everything.
His predecessor, Tony Nintendo, could have done it, but no one's seen him in 30 years.
Ever since he ate that mysterious mushroom that someone left on a conference table. All right. And do y'all want some quick furniture for your house, or do we want to get into this thing?
Furniture for our house?
Get into this thing, I think.
Yeah, I'm down for furniture.
I think you could probably visualize the sort of furniture that somebody named Beefbig Stromboli would own.
It's a big desk. It's 3 squares wide, not 2.
A very big desk.
And for some reason, there's like I'm assuming a lot of like the diner furniture. Because I'm getting like an old, like I feel like the guy also fills out a Beefbig Stromboli, also fills out all his important paperwork at a nearby Italian restaurant. So he's like, you know what?
Yes.
Bring the Italian restaurant to me.
Into my house.
I'm just like picturing the large desk and then like 2 teal-topped diner chairs, but then like the rest of the office, it's got like the fur and it's got like the dark hardwood walls. It's got like the green like office or the banker lamp, and then
But it has a side table with the checkerboard Italian restaurant cloth and like a plate of spaghetti.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's where I go to sit to really think about my
or a bottle of wine.
A good bottle of wine and some spaghetti. I can appreciate it.
spaghetti.
I've been making pasta.
What do we have for HippCatt's house?
Yeah, the wallpaper looks like the docks. Mm-hmm. And the furniture is just stuff that HippCatt can lean on. It's like a vending machine, a payphone,
Jukebox.
Yeah, you gotta have a jukebox.
jukebox, just stuff that he can lean back on and chew a toothpick.
Like, HippCatt has been gifted a lot of things over, like, I guess the months that he has existed as we get to almost the year anniversary. So, like, HippCatt gets random stuff, but it just works with his vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for saving my baby when they were going to go in front of that truck. Here's a accordion set.
Whoa, I don't know what kind of weird Animal Crossing you've been playing, G, but that's not Animal.
Dangers everywhere.
I've been gifted so many bidets.
I've been also reading a lot of isekais, so
I've become a character in my Animal Crossing RPG. RPG about Animal Crossing.
That's something, isn't it? You got something there.
What's WiggleZ house look like? What's WiggleZ vibe?
It's bright colors, it's comfy couches, and it's definitely like where you get the cushions that you can sit on, but they're just sort of like all over the floor. Like there's a pathway between them. Mm-hmm. They want people to be comfortable and happy.
It's just like a chill sorority,
but like
open
4
room.
lamps, just in case you want to read.
So it's also like a Sims room where you're trying to start a fire.
No.
And what about Chaddius?
Chaddius is, I feel like he also cosplays on the side. So like chances are he'd probably have a big like dresser drawer full of his other obvious cosplays a Rip guy would have. Obviously there's got to be some gym equipment there, and like maybe just a bust that he got once for the aesthetic at a con.
Now, here's a question. Does it have, like, that sort of faux Grecian Roman wallpaper?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like the columns, where there's like 18 columns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big Elvis vibes.
Oh, exactly.
Also, if you play the latest Animal Crossing, a lot of the cherry blossom stuff for my person.
Fair enough. All right. So, now that we've got these good vibes, you also have a small amount of bells, the clothes on your back, a fishing rod, a bug net, and impossibly large pockets with 30 slots. Now, your goal as a player is to have a great time leading your character through a story full of friendship and fun. But you also get to come up with a character goal. It can be something like become the most fashionable villager, own the nicest house in town, find that legendary bugger fish, or pay off your debt to Tom Nook. What are y'all thinking?
I want to get KK Slider to show up on the island.
That's a good one.
Real endgame stuff.
I mean, I'm glad that Tint is not here. Tint had experience.
Oh, Tent had experiences. Oh, did he have experiences?
Anyone else know what theirs is at this point?
Yeah. HippCatt wants to, get out of this town, man. Find somewhere new.
You want to get transferred?
You want to be in boxes?
Start this.
Whatever it takes, man.
Start an adventure.
You can't go in boxes. You've only been here a number of days.
All right.
What about Beefbig Stromboli?
Beefbig Stromboli wants to sue Tom Nook.
Yeah.
What for? I don't know, and I will figure it out.
And what about Chaddius?
He wants to win best costume at the upcoming Halloween party.
Will he focus too much on his costume and not collect candy?
No, man, candy's carbs, so he's definitely in the cutting phase.
All right. So we also, at this point, get to build up this town that we live in. So we get to pick 2 features of this town currently. The list includes lots of fruit-bearing trees, upgraded Nook Stop, well-furnished museum, Able Sisters store, flower gardens, nice bridges and inclines, aesthetic designs, quality outdoor furniture, or frequent visiting sellers.
So no matter who is running the Nook Stop, whether it is upgraded or not, can Pete Best work there again? Or Pete? No, I don't think it was Pete. No, it was Pete the Best Eagle. Pete. No, oh God, it was the last name of the guy who was the drummer from Blink-182 before Travis Barker. So I think it was Pete the Best Rainer. That was his name.
I mean, you can just go to our page. There is Pete, Sagat, and Squirrellock from the last one that we had.
Oh, Squirrellock.
That was a fun draw.
I will see about getting Pete in as a NPC.
Fair enough.
Pete, see?
I would like lots of traveling sellers, because I feel like if we have that, we can get the word out for people to come to our island.
Yep, I feel like I was going to say that too. Not even I feel.
And do we have another feature that we would like to see?
The Able Sisters.
Yeah.
Beefbig needs somewhere he
outfits.
can get some suits.
Yeah, and Chaddius wants some pro tips.
All right. And then we also get the infamous Island Problem. It can include overrun with weeds, low town funds, too crowded, litter, pushy villagers, or stinky and no one can find out why.
Oh, I love a good mystery.
The stinky no one can find out why is a popular choice.
Is it a popular choice? I feel like we have avoided picking it every single time.
It's popular with the cool kids.
I feel like it's something that we consider doing and then...
And then don't.
Shall we make our island stinky? One last time?
One final time. Stinky.
All right.
This island.
That's why you want to get off this island so bad it fucking stinks.
All right. And then along with Pete, the Eagle, best men, we get another 5 NPCs. So I have my NPC generator here.
Oh.
Oh boy.
An Animal Crossing NPC generator?
Yes, it randomly gives you a style, a personality, a color, and what type of animal they are.
Is it a linkable thing that I can get?
Yeah. But I will read off what we have, and then, I just need a quick name idea. First, we have a flashy, lazy honeydew cat.
Dewey.
Dewey, yeah.
Dewey.
But DEUI.
Sure.
Just a bunch of vowels.
Dewey.
Duh.
It's do.
Dewey?
Dewey.
We then have a official snooty medium aquamarine wolf.
Cannabis.
Wesley.
Can we keep Wesley for the next one?
Yeah,
Whatever
okay.
it may be.
Yeah, we will see what this next one is. A basic smug Indian red pig.
What?
Indian red being a color.
Wesley it is, I
So
guess.
Wesley.
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 Wesley. We then have a flashy, normal burly wood cat. Burly wood color, I have no
What if
idea.
his name's just
Brawny.
Burl?
Burl?
Oh, burly wood is like a tan. Like it's like the Band-Aid color, like
Okay.
those slightly browner ones.
But also wood burls are really cool to make chests and stuff out of. They're incredibly hard to work with, but they're so cool.
All right, and then last we have a sporty, peppy slate gray dog.
Charcoal.
Yeah.
Charcoal.
Okay. You go to the park, you get yourself a grill with some charcoal at the public parks.
All right, and then we get to use the infamous town generator.
Oh, the town generator. Whoo. Whoo. Let's go.
Does anybody want to give me a beginning letter?
X.
Ugh.
I want to make this horrendous.
And I'm going to generate 10 of these.
Ugh.
So, bum 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 bum.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh, it was trying to give me real ones, and we don't care about real ones. We also don't care about what segment it is. It gave me Xenia as the only town with an X. Okay,
Oh boy.
Well, there it is.
you have cursed me. Znarncastledom.
Snarn Castledon.
Yep, sounds. Yep, Zorn Castleton.
Well, I will read all 10 of them that we have. We have Xbridgeginstead, which is basically Xbridge COO.
I like Zarncast.
Zgrassritten.
That's grassroots? Zaz Grass Riotion.
Says Grass Riotan.
Zaz Grass.
Zviles do Redmond. Do
Redmond?
Redmount.
Zviles.
Zvilze.
Zvils do Riedmund.
Zaz.
Zaz. I love
Zaz.
I love
That's a
Zaz.
strong contender.
Zaz is a pretty good one.
Guys, y'all.
Zwilmond.
Zwilmound or Zwilmod colonies.
Wilmot. Welcome to Zaz.
Zesine.
Zichini.
Zechine.
Zemudney Point.
Spudney Point.
Zimbabwe.
Zemmelbury.
Zemmelbury.
And then Xbridgeginstead.
I like that one.
Do you want to ford the river or take the bridge instead?
Zbridgeginstead.
So want to ford the river or take the bridges instead?
Oh, gentlemen.
I love Zaz. I love Zaz so fucking much. I absolutely adore Zaz. I might just fucking keep that
Yeah.
and use it for a character name one day. But I do love Xbridgeginstead.
Yeah, Xbridgeginstead. All right, so we have Xbridgeginstead.
X was such a good choice.
It is such a cursed choice. All right, so we are now crossing. Oh, those animals. So we gotta create a story. Someone give me a. I need 2 d4s.
3.
1.
All right. It is a rainy fall day, and so we open up as the leaves are floating through the air. Mushrooms grow around the trees spottily, and, other fall stuff is going on. You shake those trees, you get some acorns or pine cones.
So you can build a reef.
Or like a smaller tree.
That's so weird.
Tree 2, the smaller tree.
So, who wants to start off with what their character is doing as we start off this morning?
Should we go in order? You should just pick someone.
What is Beefbig Stromboli?
Yeah, bibbidi-bobbidi.
Oh, Beefbig Stromboli was a good choice for a name.
So good.
Beefbig Stromboli is waking up early in the morning to receive his new suit that he has commissioned from the Able Sisters. This one is instead of dark white, it is instead light gray.
Ooh.
Dark white, light gray.
That is the extent of my color palette.
That is fascinating.
I'm official. I'm very official.
And so, you have gone out to go and check to see if your suit has shipped overnight, and it has.
Excellent.
So you're just immediately swapping into your new suit?
Oh, absolutely. I'm trying it on inside of the store, making sure everything fits to specs. If anything is off, I will sue. But but I believe it's Perfect. So,
Yeah, I mean, it fits you in the way that like every piece of clothing fits every person in Animal Crossing.
I'm only slightly disappointed that it does, because that means I can't sue anyone.
All right, well, with your legalese, where are you heading to in your new suit?
Do we have, like, a town center of some sort?
Yeah, there's the like town square that has the city hall, and then like actually no, this is going to be a hell island. So like you've got the town hall like in the front of the island, but then like the Able Sisters shop is in like the far northeast, and the Nook stop is like in the far southwest, and the museum is also just somewhere weird.
Like behind trees where you can't see it.
Yeah. Like, they have hidden it. They have, like, carved out so you have to specifically walk across the beach to get there. It's frustrating.
You were so close to giving us a good island, and then you went, so you know what? No, you get Hell Island. Well,
Right, what if you have to, like, pole vault over to get to the museum?
Well, you do if you don't want to have to walk down to the beach. It's like a nightmarish maze if you don't have a pole vault. And the same thing with, like, the Nook stop. Like, if you're going there because you want to try and sell your turnips for a good price, you are SOL.
Dang.
absolutely SOL. I believe I will head to the Nook stop then. That is where many other villagers will congregate through the day, and perhaps they will be in need of some legal services.
Wonderful. And so we then transition over to, is someone else ready?
I can go.
Yeah. What is WiggleZ?
WiggleZ is, WiggleZ is, they're collecting leaves to make everyone in town leaf berets.
Fair enough.
That way that they could, like, take cute pictures, and people outside of town will be, hey, we should all go here. And also, KK Cider will be like, hey, I like cool things.
Yeah, like despite the island being open enough, they haven't gotten it to that rating where you can get KK Slider to come.
Yeah, it's going to be another few months unless you time travel.
Well, or unless they actually make some big changes, because like I said, this is a hellish island to get around.
Also, there's a small patch of pumpkins that they have to water. So, leaf collecting, watering pumpkins.
Yeah, so lovely pumpkins out there, lovely leaves in the air, and I think you might see Beefbig Stromboli passing by on his way to the next stop.
I wave furiously.
I wave back, but just one wave.
Yeah. I'm very excited.
I'm less excited. I'm cranky, in fact.
And what is Chaddius up to?
Chaddius is, despite the weather, he's in the middle of the town square pumping iron, like all villagers seem to do in Animal Crossing. Weather be damned.
I mean, some of them do dances now.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So you were pumping iron in the town hall, the only good central location on this damn island.
Yes.
Because they were unable to place it at a worse location.
Right. It's automatically placed in the middle.
Yeah, you can't move your town hall, and it's really frustrating if it's like 1 point off from being directly centered from your dock. Nintendo, let me fix that. I don't want to have to like go in and be a hacker man, but... All right, so you are there pumping iron, and what about HippCatt?
HippCatt is also at the town square, like looking off into the horizon, just like leaning against the town hall, but also making sure people can see how thoughtfully he's looking at the horizon.
Fair enough. So as you are looking off on the horizon, you notice something wash ashore.
Far out, man. Let's check it out. Just me. I'm not going to call anyone's attention to it, except with my presence.
Fair enough. So yeah, you head over to the beach, and washed ashore is a unconscious figure.
I approach the unconscious figure.
I mean, how close are you going to get to this?
A couple feet away, and I'm gonna get my net out. Like, poke him.
Yeah. So you are poking the unconscious figure, and they aren't seeming to stir.
And what do they look like?
They got a big ol' orange head, and then, like, they're wearing something purple on their body.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep hitting them with this Nez. Hey, pal. Hey, man. Buddy.
Alright, so I'm going to need you to make me an animal check, because you are trying to wake them up and you're using your net.
Got a 4.
Alright, and your number is exactly 4, so you got a fashion animal. So that means that you got a full success, you have a luck point, and you can use that in the future to raise or lower a dice by 1. Or if you need an item in your pocket, you can say that you have that in your pocket within reason.
Okay.
So, yeah, you are poking them, and eventually their head just rolls off, because it is a pumpkin.
I mean, I keep poking that pumpkin. Hey, man.
I mean, I think at a point it's either going to get started to, or it's going to start getting rolled back into the ocean, or it's just not going to do anything.
What's the purple?
The purple is a large cloak, or robe.
I would like to inspect this large cloak or robe.
It looks to be the famous robe of Jack, the Halloween Pumpkin Man.
I extremely put it on, like, nonchalantly. And pick up the pumpkin and walk back to town square.
So, yeah, you are leaving that head behind, and Chaddy.
No, I said pick up the pumpkin.
Oh, okay. So, Chaddius.
Yes.
You see that HippCatt is returning wearing the robe of Jack and carrying a pumpkin.
Chaddius, grunts at him in between reps, and he says, "Oh man, sweet cloak, bro. You want to go as Spartans this year to the big Halloween party? We could totally win that prize trophy."
Oh, man. But, group costumes aren't really my bag. See, I just got this cloak that you just mentioned, but, I want to see where it takes me, man. But nah, Spartans, that's like such a vibe, dude.
He says in between grunts, "Listen, it's totally my vibe. They're the toughest, they're the most baddest. And they also wore sweet cloaks. What's the pumpkin for?"
Man, just like came up on the shore, now I got it, Like, life just works out that way sometimes.
Oh, awesome. I got a sweet recipe for high protein pumpkin pie. I'll totally bake one if you can give me that pumpkin.
I think my person comes up and like, "Are we talking about pumpkins? Did y'all take a peek in my garden?"
No, not yet.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you. Well, who's this little friend?
This one came from, like, the ocean. So, like...
Gosh, it's as big as my head, which is the same size as everyone else's head.
Yeah, that's why I had to make my Spartan helmet custom made.
Yeah. Hey, do you think we could enter into the jack-o'-lantern carving contest?
Oh, that could also work. What kind of cool faces can we put on it?
Oh, I was thinking a triangle as an eye, and then another triangle as an eye, and then a big smile, but with like one tooth. A real scare for the dangers of dental hygiene.
Such a classic scare.
I know, right?
Love that for you.
It's clear we got to innovate on the jack-o'-lantern game. What if we give it like a lot of teeth, so it looks like a scary like tiger or something?
Oh, you mean a pointed kind?
Yeah, pointy. Because like square teeth, I know like some of you herbivores, that's what you use, and that's cool. But like if you really want to scare people to tear into some flesh, gotta go with lots of pointy teeth.
I'm just loving this teeth wave that we're riding, and I think we need to chase that.
Yeah, like a wave of teeth, but not more than half the pumpkin, or else the whole thing will fall straight apart.
What if we just made it like an eye what if we give it one eye and like lots of teeth, and then we put like we like stab other stuff into it?
There's a lot of ideas floating around. What if we did all of them, and I just scooted on over and got some of those multi-pumpkin pumpkins from my pumpkin patch, and we could all do a pumpkin of our own, and we could advertise it as like a cool place to do things like carve pumpkins, and then maybe people will want to come to the pumpkin carving.
Yeah, like maybe plan a big Halloween party with like we got like best jack-o'-lanterns, best costumes.
Yeah, and we could hand out a bunch of candies.
I mean, I'm cutting right now, but I could help out in the giving out of candy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, make some real memories.
Doing cuts while getting cut.
Make some real memories we can all, like, look back on wherever we end up in life. Like,
Yeah, I mean, we're all going to be here on the island forever, so I don't know why I keep saying it like that, but...
yeah, like, that's just such a... Yeah, you get it.
Like forever and ever.
Yeah, I don't want to carve this pumpkin, though.
Oh, that's okay. We'll get more friends. You can be a judge.
No, I want to carve, but, like...
Do you want to carve a different pumpkin?
This one came from the ocean, and, like...
Oh.
You know?
Oh, I see. Well, what if we drew on it?
I love this.
Now, who do we know that has lots of pens with fancy inks? Beefbig.
Beefbig Stromboli. Yeah, that guy.
I think we do a smash cut over to Beefbig, who you're outside of the Nook store, which does not open for another 2 hours.
Yes, I have been inspecting the outside of the Nook store to try and find some illegals doings, so that I may sue.
Like a black market.
Like Timmy and Tommy just selling off-season items out the back.
Yeah, off-season items out of the back. If they are mishandling the goods within the store before opening.
What are they doing with all those apples we sell them?
Yeah, exactly. Where'd they go? What about all those turnips? Certainly there must be something up with that.
I sold them 800 turnips.
I sold them 800 turnips, and I never saw what happened to those turnips.
They're short-selling the turnips.
They've taken control of the turnip market. The stock market is going to crash. And all work together.
We need to go to reddit.com/r/turnip
I'm
bets.
putting all of my turnips in GameStop.
Well,
So far, I do not believe I have found anything, but one day I will. One day I will find something. I do not trust these
And
small the Nooklings. There's something up with them.
And so I think we'll just have a point where all four of you just meet up, combining, and then a quick shot back to the Nook stop where Timmy and Tommy are just sleeping in a weird series of like 8 bunk beds stacked on top of each other, even though there are only the 2 of them. They're just like, "Hey, did you say anything?"
No, I didn't say anything.
GameStop! Yeah, GameStop! Hoggers!
Ooh.
GameStop hoggers! Hoggers! Love to destroy my voice for Timmy and Tommy again.
Because you are my little pog champ.
No, that's because you got to use your head voice.
I know! Alright, so the 4 of you have come together. Y'all have run into Big Beef Stromboli.
Beefbig.
Attorney at law.
Beefbig Stromboli, attorney at law. Hello.
Attorney at law. And, yeah. So, Beef Big, you see them carrying a pumpkin. And one of them is now also in the robe of Jack the Halloween Czar.
Which we all got posters of.
Well, you will get posters of.
We will get posters of.
Or, no, you got it at the start of the season.
Yes. Is this some sort of caused play?
No, I'm getting ready for mine at the end of the month, at the end of the season's big Halloween party. Where Jack's gonna come, but like we're wondering if we could borrow like all of your pens and stuff because I guess we don't want to.
Your nicest pens.
Yeah, your nicest pens, so we can draw on them so we can draw on these big ass pumpkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe someone was trying to make a scarecrow with Jack the Pumpkin Man on the beach, and then it fell over maybe.
Who was attempting to construct a...
Yeah, and I have this nice cloak. Do you like it, Beefbig? Like,
I'm wondering where you got it.
Okay, it's not stealing if it was just like there, right?
it's just like there.
Yeah.
You say it was just there? Like, just where?
Beach, man. Where else does stuff wash up?
I am immediately thinking, so somebody is illegally dumping into the ocean.
And that is when Dewey shows up. Hey! How are y'all doing? What y'all got there?
Hey, Dewey.
Hello,
Hey,
Dewey.
Dewey, did you see this cloak that I'm wearing?
Oh, dang. Can I trade you for that?
Nah, man, but like, I'm really flattered.
I mean, I got an alpinist vest.
Don't do it. Last time I gave you a tube top.
Yeah, man, you're gonna have to bark up another tree, but like I said, thanks.
Yeah, man. How about that pumpkin? I could go for a snack.
No, this pumpkin's for the pumpkin contest.
What pumpkin contest?
We're gonna have it at the costume contest.
One big Halloween party.
I see.
Yeah. And we're give people candies.
Which is where you could have both the pumpkin contest and the costume contest.
Yeah.
Wild. Okay.
You should write it on the notice board for us.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You're not gonna forget this time, right?
No.
Okay, because you forgot the last 18 times I asked you.
What did I forget?
Oh, you.
Yeah.
How far will the pumpkins be from the costume contest? We don't need any incidents of allergies or anything happening. We could be sued at that point.
We could have it in the corner of the town square, and we could have the costume contest, like right in the middle, or, like a little stage in case anyone else shows up that might want to be here for it.
I will reread my books on the OSHA laws in order to make sure that the stage is safe.
Sure, it'll be at least 1 block away from the pumpkin contest.
Excellent.
Well, wait, the ocean laws, I thought the pumpkin came from the ocean, but we're not holding it on the beach. We're holding it in the town square.
Maybe it's a special ocean pumpkin.
I'll also have to read my ocean laws to make sure. I have many books about lots of laws.
Dewey has left several minutes ago.
You just, followed a dragonfly away.
Yeah, whipped out his net. I mean, then again, I don't know why he would ignore our completely riveting pumpkin ocean law discussion.
So where are y'all headed to?
We have to make a stand for the pumpkins. We have to gather the pumpkins. We have to tell everybody about the pumpkin contest coming up.
I'll work on gathering the pumpkins, and, because I got these big guns here, and Chaddius flexes.
And little stars appear around you.
Yeah.
Wing!
Ooh, that's a new emote.
I know how to express muscles.
Flex emoji.
All right, and what is WiggleZ going to do for this prep? We'll do a quick montage.
I think they're... so you're getting the pumpkins. I think they're getting mushrooms to make a mushroom table to put the pumpkins on.
All right, and what about Beefbig Stromboli?
Attorney at law.
Beefbig Stromboli will write the invitations. They are indeed written like an NDA.
3 pages long.
It is a binding contract that you will come to the party.
And what about HippCatt?
Passing out those invitations and mostly making sure everyone's seen my cool new cloak and this pumpkin that I found.
Yeah, I mean, most of the people are pretty impressed about the cloak and pumpkin.
Great.
And so you all meet up at the town hall. That was where you're going to, or the town square outside the town hall, which is where you're going to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get there, you see that there's a mysterious thing near the signboard.
What is
I
this?
rush over.
It is a set of pumpkins wearing the outfit that Dewey, the flashy, lazy honeydew cat, had been wearing. And that is where we end the first episode.
Bum,
terrifying.
Pumpkin! Yeah, I also realized I have not logged on to my Animal Crossing island tonight, so after the second part I need to go and do that. Gotta check out my friends. Hi, I'm Luke, your game master. You've been listening to RPG Pals Club at rpgpals.club. But yeah, we're available everywhere. If you enjoy this podcast, please let us know. Also, we have a Discord, we have a Twitter, leave reviews. We have a Patreon, but no one really uses that, which, it is fine. But yeah, we also all have some other projects. I'm personally on Twitter at @Coltreg, that's KOLTREG. And if you're looking for a new show to listen to, I am the producer of the new podcast Tales from the Outlands, which is a podcast about a D&D campaign I'm in with 17 other players, plus our Dungeon Master. So it's the Dungeon Master, one of the other players, and then me as a producer, in a much more reserved personality, talking about this wild campaign we're in.
And I've been Eric, aka Rhythm Bastard. You can find everything I do on my website, rhythmbastard.rocks. You can also give me money by getting my music at rhythmbastard.bandcamp.com and get my new music as I release it at patreon.com/rhythmbastard. By the time you're listening to this, I have a game that I did music for called Retromania Wrestling, available February 26th.
I'm Gina Dazer. You can find me online at Twitter, if you still use it, because it's full of interesting things every day, at Adaser, Adaser. Or if you want to see some of the arts I'm working on, I have Patreon at Jean_Adaser. And, just be good to each other. Watch some episodes of Shinya Shokudo, the Japanese version. It's very good. The ones on Netflix are not the first 3 seasons, so it's worth it to look it up. It's just wholesome, good, slow experiences content. It's just nice.
I'm Sam. You can find me on Twitter at Frunding_Loom. You can also hear me on the Established Property Playhouse as Lem. We are doing a Pokemon Fun Time campaign with our Game Master Luke and our resident Crocodile Madison.
Hi, I've been Sahoni, also known as Gar Atkins, but you can find me on Twitter at Sahoni_stuff. That's SAHONI_stuff, where I work as a game designer and podcaster. You can catch me on my other podcast, Barking Points Memo, which is a current events comedy podcast where we look at the news and then we yell about it, but hopefully in a funny way. You can also catch up with the progress of my almost completely done book, Exceptionals, which is an RPG inspired by X-Men about the spaces and communities that marginalized people made for themselves. And I'm basically just in the art phase right now, so I'm doing a lot of art streams lately. Would be fun to hang out and talk with y'all.
Hi, my name's Madison Rowan. You can find me on Twitter at QuipsterRecrew. Everything I do will be linked over there. You can also hear me on Luke's other podcast, the Established Property Podcast, as you heard before. I play Kaz, and you can also hear me on a podcast I do with my brother called Let's Make Something, a podcast about making stories from randomly generated words.